All right. So, what we're gonna cover with chipping today is we're gonna cover two things. We're gonna work on the motion. Okay, so a little bit of setup, kind of ball position, things like that, and then we're also gonna work on contact. So when all of you got here, you probably looked down at the ground and saw an alignment stick and a towel and wondering what those were for. I'm gonna get to those in a minute. Right now,
we're using the entire green or
now? Kind of.
Kind of. Okay. I was just checking.
That's okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go over kind of just the basic setup for now, and then I will go ahead and demonstrate what we're gonna use the towel and the alignment stick for. So when it comes to setup, what are some of the things that you guys focus on? Is it ball position, feet? Go ahead and talk to me a little bit. What do you guys tend to focus on when you chip?
I would say that I try to focus on having my club face aligned with where my target wants to be.
Okay.
And where the ball is positioned around my
okay.
I usually pick the ball flight on the high and low.
Okay.
And then adjust my feet and club accordingly.
Okay.
At least I think I do.
What about you, Rand?
I have the ball towards your back foot.
Okay. Feet alignment. All right. So when it comes to this is, by the way, this is my favorite thing to teach. I absolutely love teaching short game. It's one of my favorites. So when it comes to the basic setup, what we want to see is you don't need a very wide stance for this. I mean, look how far we're going. It's not like a full swing where you got to have your shoulder, your feet shoulder width apart. Okay. So what I'd like to see you do is I'd like to see the feet pretty narrow. Okay. We're going to start with the ball position more towards our back foot, okay? So for our right-handers, it's going to be inside our right heel. Sophia, for you, since you're left-handed, it's going to be inside your left heel. Once you go ahead and do that, we're going to have our weight a little bit forward. I would say, 60-40, favoring your front side. Now here's the biggest thing, and this is what I see with a lot of people when I teach. A lot of people chip with their hands in a pretty neutral position, okay? If we chip in the neutral position, that's going to bring our hands more into play. We might hit the ball thin. So when we set up, we're going to set up with our hands in the shaft leaning in front of the golf ball. What that's going to do, that's going to allow us to hit down more and not flip our wrist and try and help the ball in the air, okay? We're just the operators, okay? I'm sure all of you have heard we want to let the club do the work thousands and thousands of times. Well, it's true. We want to let the club do it. We're just holding on to it. So what we do, once you get yourself set up, ball position is going to be in the back, weight's a little forward, hands are in front. All we're going to do is we're just going to rock our shoulders. And the goal is to keep the hands in the shaft moving in front of the golf ball. Okay? You're going to get yourself set up, take a look at your target, and go ahead and make your motion. Notice how there I kept everything moving in front. That shaft wasn't anywhere near my body. Okay, if we flip our wrist, our hands are going to be kind of closer to our stomach. Does that make sense to everybody? All right. Now, the alignment stick. Everybody's got one. Everyone's gonna practice this for a little bit. The alignment stick. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna kind of put it down the shaft like this. You're gonna take your grip. Now, if we flip our wrist, the alignment stick's gonna go ahead and hit us in the side. Okay, this is more of a visual. This is kind of to help with feel. You're gonna hold the alignment stick down the shaft, and the goal is to keep that alignment stick in your hands away from your body. Okay, that's gonna teach us to keep that shaft in our hands in front of the golf ball. So, before we hit any chip shots, I'm gonna have each of you grab the alignment stick, and I'm gonna have you, practice that motion, kind of get that feel and that sensation of what it, how it's supposed to feel. Then, now this is the fun part, the towel. How many of you hit chip shots head behind? More often than not? More often than you'd like to? This is a perfect drill for that. So again, we're gonna go over our setup. Now you're gonna have this ball pretty close to the towel, and this is important. Okay, the object of this drill is to keep the club from hitting the towel. Okay, it's gonna force you to get that club in front and make ball first contact. All right, so you're gonna go through your checklist when it comes to setup: feet narrow, weight forward, hands in front, and you're just gonna try and avoid the towel. And what you'll notice is it's gonna have a nice solid sound to it. It's gonna be crisp, and it might spin a little bit, and that's key. All right. So go ahead and get to your stations. I want you to go ahead and grab the alignment stick first and foremost, and then I want you to go ahead and make some practice motions.